What if I told you that the war we've feared for decades, the one every Middle East analyst warned about, has already started? Not through covert operations, not by arming militias or funding proxy fighters. No, this time it's direct. On June 13, 2025, Israel launched its most aggressive military operation since the 1980s. And the target wasn't a terror cell or a rebel group. It was Iran itself. This is not just another headline. It's the moment history shifted. The seeds of this war were planted years ago in the smoke and shadows of proxy battles. From Syria to Gaza, Iran and Israel fought indirectly, using allies and armed groups as shields. But that illusion of distance was shattered in 2018 when Israeli jets struck Iranian forces in Syria directly. Then came October 7, 2023. The Hamas-led assault on Israel left nearly 1,200 Israelis dead and around 250 kidnapped. Iran's vocal support for Hamas during the conflict confirmed what Israel had long suspected. Iran was not just a distant threat. It was now, more than ever, the enemy at the gates. In 2024, a string of high-impact events accelerated the collision course. On April 1st, an Israeli airstrike leveled the Iranian consulate in Damascus, killing 16, including 2 Iranian generals. 2 weeks later, Iran launched its first-ever direct attack on Israel. 300 drones and missiles, most intercepted, but the message was loud and clear. By October, the tempo had intensified. Iran retaliated for the killings of key Hezbollah, Hamas, and IRGC leaders with another barrage, over 180 missiles. The tit-for-tat escalated rapidly, culminating on October 26 when Israel, for the first time in its history, openly attacked Iranian soil. The final spark came in early June 2025. The International Atomic Energy Agency reported that Iran had violated nuclear agreements. At the same time, a 60-day negotiation window, set by US President Donald Trump, expired. Israel interpreted this as a green light, a moment of legitimacy to act. And on June 13, it did. Dubbed Operation Rising Lion, Israel's offensive was fast, coordinated, and devastating. 5 waves of airstrikes were carried out by more than 200 aircraft, targeting Iran's nuclear infrastructure, military installations, and high-ranking leadership. Intelligence work by Mossad had already sabotaged many of Iran's air defenses, and even smuggled weapons and drones into Iranian territory. Natanz, Fordow, and Isfahan, names we've heard before in nuclear discussions, became the epicenters of destruction. While Iran's underground nuclear facilities remained somewhat intact, above-ground damage was extensive. The strikes killed top Iranian commanders, nuclear scientists, and even the chief of staff of the Iranian armed forces. Iran's retaliation began the same evening. Hundreds of missiles and drones were launched toward Israel. Though most were intercepted, at least 22 broke through, striking civilian areas. Over the next 48 hours, Israel responded with even more aggression.